Hello everyone and welcome to our new video. Today we're diving headfirst into the dazzling world of European cuisine. But with a twist, we're on a quest to find the cities that'll even impress us Italians. Alright you lot, let's kick things off in the City of Lights, the culinary capital of the world, Paris. Now I know what you're thinking. Croissants, pastries, fancy restaurants with prices that would make your eyes water. But Paris is so much more than just a pretty face and a few Michelin stars. It's a city that lives and breathes food, where every street corner holds a culinary adventure waiting to be devoured. First things first, we gotta talk about the bread. In Paris, the bread is a religion. You'll find bakeries, or boulangeries as they call them here, on practically every corner, pumping out fresh loaves that are so crusty and delicious, you'll want to weep with joy. And don't even get me started on the pastries. From delicate macarons that melt in your mouth to flaky croissants that shatter into 1,000 buttery layers, Parisian pastries are pure works of art. Paris is a melting pot of cultures, and that's reflected in its culinary scene. You can find anything your heart desires here, from traditional French bistros serving up hearty stews and perfectly cooked steaks, to trendy fusion restaurants pushing the boundaries of gastronomy. And let's not forget the cheese shops. They're like temples dedicated to the worship of all things cheesy, with enough varieties to make your head spin. Some of the best food in Paris can be found in the most unassuming places. Tucked away down side streets, you'll find family-run bistros serving up authentic French cuisine at prices that won't break the bank. Look out for the plat du jour, the daily special, which is usually a steal. Paris, a city that'll seduce your senses, steal your heart, and leave you craving more. Next up, we're off to the sunny shores of Spain, to the vibrant, buzzing city of Barcelona. This Catalan capital is a feast for the eyes as much as it is for the stomach. Barcelona is a city that knows how to party, and that's reflected in its tapas culture. These bite-sized portions of pure deliciousness are meant to be shared with friends, alongside plenty of lively conversation and maybe a pitcher or two of sangria. From patatas bravas, those crispy potatoes smothered in spicy aioli, to gambas al ajillo, sizzling prawns swimming in garlic and olive oil, tapas are the perfect way to sample a bit of everything. When it comes to main courses, paella reigns supreme. This iconic rice dish, traditionally cooked over an open fire, comes in countless varieties, from seafood paella laden with fresh prawns, mussels and clams, to meat paella packed with chorizo, chicken and rabbit. No matter your preference, one thing's for sure. A good paella is a truly communal experience, meant to be shared and savored with good company. And speaking of seafood, Barcelona is a seafood lover's paradise. The city sits right on the Mediterranean Sea, so you know the seafood is as fresh as it gets. Head down to La Barceloneta, the city's old fishing district, and feast on grilled sardines, tender octopus, and juicy prawns, all washed down with a crisp glass of local white wine. The city is also home to a thriving market culture. La Boqueria, located just off Las Ramblas, is a sensory overload in the best possible way. Here, amidst the hustle and bustle, you'll find stall after stall overflowing with fresh produce, cured meats, cheeses, and just about every ingredient imaginable. And if you're looking for something sweet, Barcelona won't disappoint. Indulge in a crema catalana, a rich creamy custard dessert similar to creme brulee, or sample some churros con chocolate. Those crispy fried dough sticks served with a thick, decadent chocolate sauce, perfect for dipping. Barcelona's culinary scene is constantly evolving. The city is home to a new wave of chefs who are pushing the boundaries of traditional Catalan cuisine, incorporating modern techniques and international influences. Get ready to be swept away by the charm of Lisbon, Portugal. This city, perched on the edge of the Atlantic, is a place where time seems to move a little slower, where colorful buildings cascade down to the sea, and where the food, oh the food, will leave you dreaming of returning for years to come. Lisbon is a city that embraces its connection to the sea, and that's evident in its cuisine. We're talking seafood so fresh it practically jumps off the plate and into your mouth. Think grilled sardines glistening with olive oil and sprinkled with sea salt caught just hours earlier. Imagine tender octopus, slow cooked to perfection and served with potatoes and a drizzle of paprika-infused olive oil. And don't even get me started on the clams, cooked simply with garlic, white wine, and a generous handful of fresh coriander. But Lisbon's culinary repertoire goes far beyond just seafood. One bite of pastel de nata, that iconic Portuguese custard tart with a crispy, flaky pastry and a creamy cinnamon-dusted filling, and you'll understand why this treat has captured hearts and stomachs worldwide. For a taste of Lisbon's hearty, comforting cuisine, seek out a dish called cozido à portuguesa. This traditional stew is a celebration of simple, rustic ingredients, featuring various meats, sausages, vegetables, and potatoes, all slow-cooked together to create a deeply flavorful and satisfying meal. Lisbon, with its faded grandeur, melancholic fado music, and soul-satisfying cuisine, will leave its mark on you long after you've left its cobblestone streets. It's a city that invites you to slow down, savor the moment, and embrace the simple pleasures in life, especially those found at the table. Hold on to your stroopwafels, because we're heading north to Amsterdam, a city known for its canals, bicycles, and a surprisingly diverse culinary scene. Forget what you think you know about Dutch food. Amsterdam is a melting pot of cultures, and that's reflected in its gastronomic offerings. Sure, you can still find traditional Dutch fare like stampot, a hearty mashed potato dish with sausage and vegetables, and bitterballen, those deep-fried meatballs that are best enjoyed with a generous dollop of mustard. But Amsterdam's culinary scene is so much more than just these classics. Thanks to its history as a major trading port, Amsterdam has long been a crossroads of cultures, and its food scene reflects this diversity. You can find everything from Indonesian rice tafel, a feast of small dishes served with rice, a legacy of Dutch colonialism, to Surinamese roti, a flavorful flatbread wrap filled with curried meats and vegetables. And let's not forget about the Dutch cheese. Gouda, Edam, Maasdam, these are just a few of the delicious cheeses you'll find in Amsterdam's cheese shops. Amsterdam is a city that embraces its contradictions. It's both historic and modern, traditional and progressive, laid back and exciting. So come with an open mind and an empty stomach, and prepare to be surprised and delighted by what Amsterdam has to offer. Get ready to experience the edgy, eclectic spirit of Berlin. A city that pulsates with creativity, history, and a culinary scene that's as diverse and exciting as its inhabitants. Berlin is a city that embraces its past while looking towards the future. And this is reflected in its food, a vibrant tapestry woven from traditional German fare, international influences, and cutting-edge culinary innovation. Now, I know what you're thinking. German food? Isn't that all just sausages, potatoes, and sauerkraut? Well, yes. You'll find those staples in Berlin, and they're bloody delicious, especially when done right. But Berlin's culinary landscape extends far beyond these traditional dishes. Berlin is a city built on reinvention, a place where people from all walks of life come together, bringing their culinary traditions with them. This has resulted in a city where you can find just about anything your heart or stomach desires, from Turkish doner kebab, a late-night staple, to Vietnamese pho, a fragrant, soul-soothing soup, to Italian pizza that would make even the most discerning Neapolitan pizzaiolo nod in approval. Berlin is a hotbed of culinary creativity, with young chefs experimenting with new flavors and techniques, pushing the boundaries of what German cuisine can be. Berlin, with its gritty charm, its unwavering spirit, and its ever-evolving culinary landscape, is a city that will captivate your senses and leave you wanting more. It's a city that embraces its contradictions, a place where history and modernity collide, where tradition meets innovation, and where there's always something new and exciting to discover, especially on your plate. And finally, we've come full circle, back to Bella Italia, to the heart of Tuscany, to the birthplace of the Renaissance Florence. This city is a feast for the eyes and the soul, a place where art, history, and culture collide, and where the food is a testament to the Italian passion for simplicity, seasonality, and of course flavor. Florence is a city that celebrates the beauty of simplicity, and this is reflected in its cuisine. Tuscan cuisine is all about letting the quality of the ingredients shine through, using fresh seasonal produce, locally sourced meats, and of course, plenty of olive oil. This isn't about fancy techniques or complicated plating. It's about honest, straightforward food that's bursting with flavor. Of course, no trip to Florence would be complete without indulging in a Florentine steak, a thick, juicy cut of beef, seasoned simply with salt, pepper, and a drizzle of olive oil, and cooked over a wood-fired grill. This is a dish best enjoyed with a group of friends, along with a bottle or two of robust Tuscan red wine. Florence, with its timeless beauty, its rich history, and its soul-satisfying cuisine, is a city that will stay with you long after you've left its cobblestone streets. It's a city that reminds us that the best things in life are often the simplest, and that sometimes all you need is good food, good company, and a little bit of Italian charm. So there you have it. We've only just scratched the surface of what Europe's culinary scene has to offer, but I reckon we've given you a good taste of the diversity and deliciousness that awaits. From the romantic streets of Paris to the sun-drenched squares of Lisbon, from the canals of Amsterdam to the bustling markets of Berlin, and of course, back home to the heart of Tuscany, Europe is a continent that celebrates food, and I, for one, couldn't be happier about that. Remember, food is more than just sustenance. It's a way to connect with a culture, to experience a place, to create memories that will last a lifetime. Until next time, buon appetito!